All right, they're in jail. Your name, please.
Stacy Williams, I can't see anything.
All right, Ms. Williams, this is a felony file 231307FY. I'm going to read it to you.
Mr. Oster, on behalf of Ms. Lean, for the purpose of arraignment, we have reviewed the charging document and waived a formal reading. We did conduct a screen for indigency and found she does qualify, so she will be receiving a court-appointed attorney. We request this matter be set for probable cause and preliminary exam.
Okay. So you will have the public defender on this case. Your bond is set in the amount of $5,000 as cash or surety. Out on bond, that's no drugs, no alcohol, no marijuana. You wish to argue bond?
Yes, Your Honor. We were wondering if the court would change that to a PR bond, if we could find placement for her at a mental health facility. Ms. Lean has informed me that she is on medication for her mental health, has different mental health needs, and would like the ability to be transferred to somewhere that could assess that better than in the jail.
Ma'am, are you on probation from, or are you on bond from all your charges in 2022? Okay, so we're going to leave bond in place at this time in the amount of $5,000 cash or surety. It would have to be a lock-in facility. You're going to have to work that out with the prosecutor. Next court dates are a pre-exam on May 4th and a preliminary hearing on May 10th. That's courtroom A in front of Judge Scotchless. You will get copies of those dates and times. You must show up for those dates and times. You're all set? Hey, Zeke, can't hear her.
They will not give me my medication in here. They're trying to
Okay,
tell
ma'am,
me
so
that
you
they
can talk to
refuse-
your attorney about that. You have zero chance of
When?
getting a PR bond. We're all set.
I don't want a PR bond. I want to be placed in a hospital that I just came from, so that I can at least be prescribed medications that they will allow me to have here
Okay, I'm not
by a
agreeing to
medical.
that.
Okay, I figured you wouldn't. Working out.
You're all set. Good afternoon, sir. Your name?
Zachary Newman.
Okay, Mr. Newman, this is a misdemeanor matter 231173 SM. I'm going to read it to you.
Mr. Oster, on behalf of Mr. Newman, for the purpose of arraignment, we have reviewed the charging document and waive a formal reading. He's entering a plea of not guilty. We did conduct a screen for indigency and found he is indigent, so he will be receiving a court-appointed attorney. Request this matter be set for pretrial and trial.
I would just like to say, Your Honor, if I can, I have marks all over my body that the arresting officer did not put in file. I don't know why. I also have 2 daughters and 2 jobs, and I am the only person, my only sole provider at this time. I have no way of getting a hold of a bondsman. I tried that this morning, and I was literally, no one would answer the phone for me, not even my mom or my father. I do have a way of paying if I get a PR bond.
Sir, if you're asking for a PR bond, it's not going to happen, sir. Your prior DV is from a month before this. I'm assuming you're on probation for that?
No, sir, I'm not. I was told in Berrien County, I was told that this file was
That's
going to be
probably
dropped.
part of the problem. If you're on probation, you probably may not have caught this case, sir. But
No, sir, I'm not on probation.
okay. So
Like,
we will
this is
have
the
a
only
next
thing I
court
have.
date in courtroom A in front of Judge Scotchless. That'll be the next time you're doing court. But this is a protective condition of bond, meaning you cannot have any contact with Ms. Pappas. You cannot go where she lives or where she works. You cannot consume alcohol or any other controlled substances. You cannot possess a
Yes, sir.
firearm or any other dangerous weapon. You cannot leave the state of Michigan without permission from the court. You understand and agree to
Yes,
that?
sir. Yes, sir, I do.
You're all set, sir.
So am I getting out today?
No, sir, you'd have to post bond.
So what's my bond? Cause I don't have no way to post bond, Your Honor.
$1,000
Like,
cash surety.
I have marks all over my body, Your Honor. Like, I have 2 daughters I have to take care of. I literally have no one. I have no
Sir, you
father,
made
no
it-
mother, no.
You made it 5 weeks after the last time you got a conviction for domestic violence before you got charged with domestic violence again. That's not yours.
I did 66 days in Berrien County. Sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right, in jail there, your name, please.
Thomas Carlson.
Carlson, you have 2 different felony files here. 230881 FY, 230847 FY. Gonna read them to you.
Mr. Strasser, on behalf of Mr. Carlson, for the purpose of arraignment, we have reviewed the charging document and waive a formal reading. We did conduct a screen for indigency and found he is indigent, so he will be receiving a court-appointed attorney. Request this matter be set for probable cause and preliminary exam.
One and 84. All right, sir, so you have 2 different cases here. It looks like the public defender is gonna be representing you on both of these. You wish to argue bond?
Yes, Your Honor. He is currently working as an injection molder operator for a plastics company. He does not live with the alleged victim in this case. Him and I went over extensively what a PPO means and how to abide by that. They don't have any children in common, and he is starting to work with Forest View for his mental health problems that he has acknowledged he has and need to get under control. So we ask that be taken into consideration. Thank you.
And sir, you're already out on probation on a different felony case besides these 2, right?
Up in Bay City, I don't think it's I'm not sure. I'm on probation.
No, sir, I'm
and,
talking about your meth case from February 26th of this year. I'm showing you as out on bond on that case. Forgot about that other felony case?
No, I'm just, it's all getting.
So you committed both of these new felony cases while you were already out on bond for a felony case. I just want to get that straight, right?
I was working with an officer, or my wife was working with an officer to try to get me mental help, and instead the officer like went and gave all of the information to the prosecutors instead of getting me.
I'm just asking you, before I decide what your bond should be on these 2 new felony cases, I just want to be sure that what I'm looking at is what you remember. You're already out on bond for a different kind of felony, a methamphetamine case you're awaiting trial on.
Yes.
And you were out on that bond when these 2 cases happened, right?
Yes.
Okay. These are going to be protective conditions of bond, meaning I'll lower the one, but they're both set now at $10,000 cash surety, and they both have a protective condition of bond, meaning you cannot have any contact with Sheila. You cannot go where she lives or where she works. You cannot consume alcohol or any other controlled substances. You cannot leave the state of Michigan without permission from the court. You cannot possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapons. Do you understand all those rules?
Yes.
All right. Now you already have next court dates. That's IE. You have a pre-exam date on April 20th and a preliminary hearing on April 26th. That is in courtroom B in front of Judge Belargin. You will get copies of these dates and times. You must show up for those dates and times. But if you're still incarcerated, corrections will make sure you're available. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You're all set, sir.
Oh, okay.
Good afternoon, your name?
Bradford Lee McKenzie.
Mr. McKenzie, this is a felony matter 231136 FD. I'm gonna read it to you.
Brittany Macadino on behalf of Mr. McKenzie for the purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging documents and we waive a formal reading. We did screen Mr. McKenzie for indigency and have found him to be indigent, and we request that this matter be set for a probable cause conference and preliminary exam.
All right. So on this case, sir, you will have the public defender representing you. You wish to argue bond?
Your Honor, only to ask if it could be lowered at all. I understand this is a life case, but the previous charges, at least that I saw in the complaint, were from as early as 1991 and as late as 2004. Mr. McKenzie is unemployed and on disability, so he has limited income, and he's just going to be asking his friends to help him pay bond. So we would just ask that it would be lowered, but other than that, I have nothing else. Thank you.
I'll cut that in half to $2,500 cash surety, but it is no drugs, no alcohol, no marijuana, no driving without a valid driver's license. You already have next court dates? Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. I was hoping, you know, I'm disabled right now and I got a few friends. I could come up with $500. I was hoping to get my bond reduced to 10%. Because I'm right now.
We don't really do 10% bonds, sir. But on 2,500 cash surety, the bondsman's only gonna want 10% of that in cash, or $250. You just gotta put up the rest in something else.
I don't have any surety.
You can address bond at this next date, sir, if you're not out by this next date. April 20th is your pre-exam. You also have a preliminary hearing on April 26th. That's courtroom A in front of Judge Scotchlist. You will get copies of those dates and times. You must show up for those dates and times. But you're able to address bond every time that you're in court, sir. So if you're not out by then, you can ask for it to be lowered again.
Thank you, sir.
All set.
Are we done?
Oh, yeah. Sir, just to let you know, you also have a speeding ticket from that same date and time. We're just gonna go ahead and have that go along with the other case, all right?
So
You don't
does
need a
that
bond
mean?
on that one, so.
Okay, great. All right.
You're all set.
All right, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name?
Everett Michael Walker.
Mr. Walker, this is a different case, a new case, 231119FY. I'm gonna read it to you.
Brittany Macadino on behalf of Mr. Walker for the purpose of arraignment. We have reviewed the charging documents and we waive a formal reading. We did screen Mr. Walker for indigency and have found him to be indigent, and we request that this matter be set for a probable cause conference and preliminary exam.
Okay, so you will have the public defender on this file as well. Your bond in this case was set in the amount of $5,000 as cash or surety. You already have next court dates on this. You have a pre-exam April 20th and a preliminary hearing on April 26th. That's in courtroom A in front of Judge Scotchlist. You will get copies of those dates and times. You must show up for those dates and times. If you're still incarcerated, corrections will make you available. You're all set, sir.
Hey, Brittany.
Your Honor, is there a way that we can address bond in this case or no?
He's already on bond. He has pending felony cases and then did this while out on bond.
No,
Okay,
no,
and it
no.
Can't be changed today.
Your
I
Honor.
wouldn't change it. You can argue for it.
Okay.
Hey, Your Honor. Your Honor.
Mr. Walker, you really probably shouldn't talk about your case.
Well, I'm not talking about my case. I was on a PR bond or whatever, and I've been doing everything. This is from January, sir. It just popped up.
Yes, sir,
I've-
because you
I've-
were served with a PPO, and this is now the second time you have violated that PPO. You're out on bond because the court is giving you a chance to not break laws while you wait to have your day in court, and you just keep breaking laws.
No, this is from
That's-
January, sir.
I understand that, sir. And so
I
while
haven't
you're out,
broke
while
any
you have a
laws.
PPO, you picked up two felonies and a misdemeanor.
No, sir. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. I have did
Is it
everything.
the offense date of your current felonies you're waiting on is March of this year? Right?
The March of this year. What do you mean? Like, I'm on PR bond right now.
You have an offense date on an R&O, home evasion third, and an MDOP of March 12th of this year.
Right. And I'm on PR bond for that. And I have,
You never should have got a PR bond for that. So be glad about that, and then you just have the bond on this one.
Brittany.
Sir, I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to Tess about that because I had no information about that prior charge. But I'll tell her to contact you.
I was doing everything to get my Vivitrol shot. Like, I've been doing everything that they've asked of me. And I even turned myself in when this popped up. I'm not trying to cause more havoc.
Then you can address bond at the next hearing, sir, when the prosecutor is able to weigh in. It looks to me now you're up to 4 pending charges. Is that correct or incorrect?
It's incorrect, sir, because I've taken a plea. I have a sentencing on. My sentence date is the 18th, sir, for Rosanna. Okay? My sentencing day is on the 18th of this month.
I think that we are having a real miscommunication about something, sir. Are you telling me you've already pled out cases that only occurred on March 12th?
Yes, I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that.
Okay. Then that's something you
And
just.
Koviak,
Are you on probation for your domestic violence conviction from December 27th?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, there's the problem. I don't know how you got a DV without getting probation unless they already
He's set for sentencing.
on what? On the DV?
Number 13, let me see what that is. Number 13.
On the 18th,
Yep, on
sir.
DV.
Yeah, that's on a misdemeanor DV.
You're saying felonies, dude.
DVs.
What's that?
He's got 2 misdemeanor DVs that he's awaiting sentence on.
Sure, but he has a slate of
And he's got
felonies, right?
felonies that are downstairs
Yeah, so
and a PPO downstairs.
you got a real problem here. You have no idea what's going on in your own life. You have a misdemeanor DV that you're about to be sentenced on, 2 of them, but you also have 3 open felony cases that just happened: home invasion, malicious destruction of property, and R&O. Are you telling me that's not you?
Sir, I'm not trying
And now
to be
you have a
disrespectful to-
new 5-year felony offense from January of this year, and you're talking about wanting to be out on a PR bond. We're having some sort of serious miscommunication. Either you don't understand about half the things you're charged with or have pending cases for, or my list is wrong, but it's not something we're going to solve right here, right now. You need to talk to your attorney.
My attorney's not even doing her job.
And I got to tell you, I know you're wrong because I recognize your name because it comes across my desk all the time to charge cases.
You're right, Your Honor.
So, all right, on the 420, hopefully you'll be able to clear some of this up.
I appreciate you.
Okay, you're all set.
Thank you so much, Brittany.
Matter of fact, the one DB that did get dropped occurred the day before all the felonies. He's getting sentenced on one that happened 3 months before that, and then this case is